And welcome to the Bulloch Sports Report. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. Football seasons are wrapping up. For the Georgia Southern Eagles, they'll have their final regular season game at Paulson Stadium coming up Saturday as the Eagles host their rivals from Boone, North Carolina, Appalachian State coming to call. The Eagles last week were able to bounce back from their loss 2 weeks ago to Troy, rebounded nicely with a big win on the road at Coastal Carolina. Georgia Southern with plenty of opportunities ahead of them. If they are to win, they still have a chance at winning the Sun Belt Eastern Division. They'd have to get some help from James Madison, who takes on Marshall Saturday night at 8 o'clock. They also still have a chance at hosting the Sun Belt Championship game as well, with Louisiana having to have a loss in order for that to happen. But first, the Eagles have to take care of business with Appalachian State Saturday at 6 o'clock at Paulson. We'll hear from head coach Clay Helton and a few of the players coming up in just a bit. As for area high schools, congratulations to the Bulloch Academy Gators on their first state championship since 1997. The Gators were able to take care of FPD in an exciting game at Paulson Stadium by a score of 14-10. They had to come back in that game twice from deficits to come back to win that one. We'll go back and take a look at some of the highlights and hear from Coach Aaron Phillips and some of the players in just a bit. As for the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets, their journey continues into GHSA state playoffs. In AAA, they made it all the way to the quarterfinals. They'll be practicing. They've practiced this past week for the first time, practicing on Thanksgiving week since back in 1974. It's been 50 years. The Jackets looking to advance to the semifinals. They'll be taking on Stephenson up in the Atlanta area. We'll hear from head coach Jared Zito and some of his players in just a bit. All that, and we'll also send you out for some Georgia Southern men's basketball action as they close things out at Hammer Fieldhouse with a victory. All that and more coming up on the Bulloch Sports Report.
Trust your eyes to the team that takes care of the Eagles. Professional Eye Care of Statesboro offers a full range of medical eye care, in addition to a wide assortment of glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses to suit your style.
I'm Dr. Horace Deal. Allow me or one of my associates to provide you with comprehensive medical eye care. And we can help you select from a variety of glasses and contact lenses here at Professional Eye Care of Statesboro.
And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com. Stop by Bubba Golf on Northside Drive behind Remax Eagle Creek Realty today for all your golf needs. They have everything you need to dominate the course and to stand out in golf fashion as well, featuring top brands in golf apparel to the latest and most trusted golf clubs used by the pros. Bubba Golf also has a TrackMan simulator to fine-tune your swing like never before. Or bring your friends and enjoy a round of golf at one of their many courses to choose from. Need golf club repairs? Bubba's got you covered. Swing by today and see why Bubba Golf is your one stop for all things golf. Northside Drive behind Remax Eagle Creek Realty. Well, plenty on the line this weekend for the Georgia Southern Eagles. They were able to continue their trend of winning off 3-2-1. Well, plenty on the line for the Georgia Southern football team this weekend as they take on Appalachian State at Paulson Stadium for a 6 o'clock kickoff. The Eagles were able to keep their streak intact of winning the following week after losing a ball game, so they've shown they've been able to get off the mat. Now they're going to have to show they can win 2 games in a row, which they haven't done since the middle of October. Appalachian State comes into this game. They're looking to be bowl eligible. They have 5 wins. They're 5-5 on the season, so a lot for them to play for. Should be a great game. Let's send you out and hear from head coach Clay Helton and a few of the players.
We said F it. And for us, F it means play fast, play free, have fun, and play for each other. And I thought, we were a little bit tight in Troy, all of us. Coaching staff, players, and Troy played really well. And all of a sudden, it's a fourth quarter game. I felt that this game, the kids walked in there with a great energy. I thought they had a chip on their shoulder, something to prove, and they had fun. You saw it all through the game. I thought, whether it's Marcus Sanders catching a touchdown pass and having a blast, or whether it's the fourth pick in the game and the kids rolling in the sand. They played like teenagers again, and sometimes you have to learn. We haven't been in this spot this late in November where you're playing, you got a lot on the line, and all of a sudden they found a way to be themselves, and I thought they played a lot freer. Good win, good response for our football team, kept us in contention. Now we've got a big game at home, last game of the season, where a lot's on the line, and that's what you want in late November, getting ready to play a good Appalachian State football team. Coach Clark does a wonderful job. I can't imagine what their football team has gone through this year with everything that's gone on in Western North Carolina, the families of those players, coaching staffs. Credit to them. They sit here on the edge of bowl eligibility after a very hard season and are playing good football right now, winning 2 of the last 3 and really playing one of their best games. Last game against a really good JMU team, 0 turnovers, 0 penalty yards, played really clean football, and Joey Aguilar does what he does. He's a leading passer in our conference, one of the best players in our conference, and we've got a huge challenge at Paulson this Saturday. This year, it seems like this game is just huge, monumental. Who's going to get to represent the East, or get to a bowl contention? And here we are again. We've got a must-win game that we have to win to be able to remain in contention, and they're fighting like heck to get their 6th win and be bowl eligible. So this game not only means something for the overall season, but it is a rivalry game. It's one of the great college football games with so much tradition that means so much to the community, the university, and especially the players. And so it is special. I'm so glad it's at Paulson. We got an unbelievable opportunity that to set an attendance record. It is the Blue Out game. Over 30 seniors that have been with us over the last 3 seniors will hopefully they'll get another chance to play. We'll see. But this is their last regular season game in there, so it's a special day. This is an extremely dangerous football team. I think is playing its best football right now. It's really come on. Probably anytime you go through adversity as a team and you're in this position and you're playing as well, that means you're closely bonded too. And so you got 2 teams that I think are playing really hard right now. And credit to Sean and what they do at App State. He's always built physical toughness and mental toughness, and his team is shining through right now with that.
First and foremost is App State. If you've been to Georgia Southern, you already know what this game means to us. Already know what this game means to everybody who knows what Georgia Southern is. So it's easy to keep that same mindset. And this week we're going to amp it up a little bit because it is hate week. It is a rival week. It's going to be 2 real good teams fighting for 2 individual things that we both want. So just go into this game expecting to win, knowing we're playing a good team. The seniors that's here, man, listen, I have never been around such a group of individuals that I just really want to do this for, because they come in every single day. They work. They're leaders. They're real lovable guys, especially Bryson, man. Shout out Bryson. But everybody, we all want to win because of them. We all want to win because of us, and it's just something that we got to do. We all love them.
We just felt like the Troy game, we looked too far ahead. We thought everything was in front of us. We didn't look at what we needed to do and get it done. But Coastal, we just knew we had to stick together as a team, go out there and get a win, no matter what. We just knew we had to play together and come out with a W. Sticking to our process, we always talk about getting 3 turnovers, being 66% on 3rd down. We obviously against Troy didn't meet those goals, and we didn't get the result we wanted. When we do those things, we're a very good defense, and we understand that. And it's just sticking to the process, boots to the ground, hard work every day. No matter what goes on, you come back and you get ready to work. That's a great quarterback, great scheme, great offense. But we have to understand what we're looking at and play fast, play physical, and let the results be what they may. Just like any other quarterback, you want to get pressure, you want to cause havoc, you want to make it tough on them. Been a transfer, so I've been here about a year and a half. But it's been a great change. It's been great for me. I thank Coach Helton every day for bringing me here. This is a great place to be, and I wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
Once again, that game taking place at 6 o'clock at Paulson Stadium. Bring a jacket. It's going to be pretty chilly out there. All right, well, indoors, it's always nice and warm. Hanner Fieldhouse has been the site for the Georgia Southern men's basketball team until this past week. They played their final game there, knocked off Augusta State in the process. Let's send you out for some of the highlights. The final game at Hanner Fieldhouse as the Georgia Southern men's basketball team hosting West Georgia. A few former Eagle players on hand for the final game. Picking up the action in the first half, and it's the Kavion White with the corner three-pointer. Next, Adante Holloman going strong to the basket and finishing with the left hand. And then it's White off the glass for two more. Later, Eugene Brown drives in, nowhere to go, but Tyson Brown there for the hoop and the foul. He finished with 10 points and 10 boards. More from the Eagles. This time Holloman pulls up, knocks down the three-pointer. He ended with 20 points, leading the way for the Eagles. Bradley Douglas next with the corner three-pointer. Georgia Southern would take a 7-point lead. Back outside we go to White. Three more of his 10 points in the game. West Georgia able to keep it close for a while, but the Eagles trying to pull away. White, nice moves, going strong to the basket. Georgia Southern in a very low-scoring game, up 24-17 at the half, second half, and it's White with a nice look inside. Tyson Brown for two more. Holloman then from the logo with nothing but net. And finally, it's Douglas creating some space and the rare mid-range jumper as the Eagles win 64-54. Both the men and the women getting things underway at the Jack and Ruth Hill Convocation Center starting next week. All right, stay with us. High school previews and some highlights coming up next.
This is Paul Newman with Statesboro Real Estate. Have you been on the sidelines? Well, now's the time to list your house. Let's GATA and get after those assets.
The Bulloch County Farm Bureau on Northside Drive is a multi-line insurance agent writing farm, auto, homeowners, life, health insurance, and more. Nick Sherrod and the other 5 local agents are on standby for your convenience for in-depth insurance review. And while you're there, check out the products from local farmers. Located at 940 Northside Drive, stop by and see them today. Well, the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets advanced to the state quarterfinals with a big win on the road at Harlem, where they were able to win that game in impressive fashion. This week, it's on the road to Stephenson up in the Stone Mountain area. They are 9-3 on the season, the Jackets with 10 wins on the year. Very excited and think they can win this game, advance to the semifinals. We had a chance to talk with head coach Jared Zito and a couple of his players about the matchup.
It's a special week, and obviously we're thankful for a lot of things, and certainly thankful to be still playing. And so our kids played really well Friday night. I'm super excited for them and our community. We get another opportunity to play football this Friday up in DeKalb. You get to this point in the season, there's no bad teams. They're a good team. They're athletic. We got to travel up there, and so every team, every season, every week is a new team. So Stephenson's obviously deserves to be there. This will be a great matchup for a quarterfinal game.
Do you know much about them?
A little bit from when I was in North Georgia. You know, they've always been athletic. They're going to be well coached. Their kids are going to be physical. And what I can see on tape, they want to run the power and counter. They defensively, they give you 2 different fronts. But you know, other than that, I don't know a whole lot.
I know you've mentioned why not us. Is that kind of the mentality right now?
Yeah, the things I've talked to them about are, number one is I talk about house money. You know, we're kind of playing with house money now, and I mean that in the aspect of no pressure moving forward. I think we felt a little pressure last week. Our seniors did anyways, because they really wanted that legacy. Okay, so now now, why not us now? You know, as you look and say, okay, we're in the quarterfinals, don't be satisfied with this. Play 1 week at a time. Can we be a semifinal team? Could we end up in the Benz? Nobody knows any of this other than we go out and play football on Friday night, believe in ourselves, play our hardest, and just keep trusting. And it just, why not us? Why not now? Why not this season?
It's pretty special. I mean, like Coach said, we just do our job, nothing more, nothing less, and just do what we can do, play as a team, and I mean, it's worked out for us. We just want to play. I mean, the chance is right in front of us. We just want to take it and play. I mean, of course, we got to have practice and stuff, but we just want to go play, put some pads on pads and see what happens. So, I mean, obviously they're good. They didn't get here by luck. So, I mean, we still got to be ready, put our helmets on and go play, just do our keys.
We've watched the film. You know, I can tell that the guys who have shown up every day on this team, you know, I've heard the way we've been talking internally, and you know, we've all watched the film, we've all seen what they're capable of, and we know that we're capable to go in there. We go in there with the mentality that we're gonna win. We have the mentality right now that we're gonna win, and we're gonna walk out with a win. Yeah, like, why not us? Like, we've seen the projections, we've seen everything everyone said. Like, I remember at the beginning, Coach Zito sent something to the group chat that said that we were gonna go 4-6, and then they said that I saw another projection that they said Heritage was going to beat us, and they said Harlem. Like, why not us? Like, what is it about this team that nobody sees that we see? Like, we see something special here. We know what we're capable of, and we know that we can compete with any team in the state.
The Bulloch Academy segment is brought to you in part thanks to Floors Outlet of Statesboro, located on Northside Drive. Come by and visit Mo for all your floor covering needs.
This is Paul Newman, Statesboro Real Estate. I have 3 kids that attend here. I'm a proud sponsor of Bulloch Academy Athletics and the #1 ranked Gator football team. Go Gators.
All right, well, shifting gears now, we move back to the Bulloch Academy Gators, and congratulations to them on winning the GIAA State Championship, their first football state championship since back in 1997. Let's send you first back for some of those highlights from the 14-10 victory over FPD. The Bulloch Academy Gators taking the field against First Presbyterian Day in the GIAA State Championship. The Gators finishing off bookend seasons at Paulson Stadium as they played in the Irk Russell Classic to open the year and had a great crowd on hand for the state championship Saturday night. Picking up the action in the first quarter, and it's quarterback Sam Hubbard taking off upfield. He gets into Viking territory for a first down. Next, they give to Danye Garvin. He breaks free 11 yards and another Gator first down. Hubbard then keeps it himself. He hustles down, gets inside the 10. The Gators faced with 4th and 8 from the 13. They'd elect to go for it, and the Viking defense able to stiffen, and the Gators turn the ball over on downs. Meanwhile, the BA defense playing solid throughout the first half. Parker Chance helping out with the hit. The Vikings forced to punt, and trouble here as Ike Hubbard tries to pick up the ball. It's loose, and FPD recovers, but no problem. The defense does it again. Braylon Cone and JT Lee with a hit. Next, Jack Lanier coming through with the sack. And we go to the second quarter with no score. Coach Aaron Phillips looking for a spark. The defense continuing to play strong. JT Lee with the sack. And then it's Braylon Cone. Double scoop along with Josh Magger. The offense trying to get something going. Danye Garvin. Down the left side into Viking territory. In 4th and 3 from the 19, the Gators go for it again. But the pass broken up nicely in the end zone. The Vikings trying to get something going just before the half. But Ike Hubbard jumps in front of this one for the interception. And we go to the half with the game remaining scoreless. Moving to the second half, and the Vikings able to start the scoring as Major Simmons goes in, just breaking the plane for the touchdown. The Gators find themselves in a 7-0 hole, the first time they've trailed in the second half all season, but it wouldn't be for long. Shamar Jenkins breaks free for a 55-yard pickup. And then Jenkins capping the drive. He goes in for the 9-yard touchdown as the Gators would tie the game at 7-all. The Vikings not going away, though. A nice pass here from Simmons to Breck Griffin. He gets this one down inside the 15 a couple plays later. Simmons to Griffin again. The ball appears to be stripped out and loose, recovered by Billy Kreider. But the referees ruled that he was down. That takes us to the fourth quarter, still tied at 7-all. The defense would force FPD to try a 25-yard field goal from Dominic Economopoulos. It gets in 10-7. But the Gators come right back. Sam Hubbard keeps it himself. He finds a hole, and he goes 33 yards. Next, the give to Shamar Jenkins. Around the right side, flipping for a first down, and then capping the drive. Jenkins around the right side for the touchdown. The Gators grab a 14-10 lead, and then the defense would do the rest. Simmons in trouble. Rolling out, he'll try a jump pass. This one picked off by Spencer Gallo at midfield. The Vikings would eventually get the ball back one more time with just about 2 minutes left in the game and out of timeouts. Simmons rolling out, in trouble again. And this one picked off once again by Ike Hubbard. This would seal the deal for the Gators, who claimed their first state title since 1997, winning by a final score of 14-10. This segment sponsored in part by Total Tire of Statesboro, located at 2703 Northside Drive, featuring friendly, courteous staff. Come see them today for all your automotive needs, featuring alignments, suspension, brakes, tires, and more. After the game, plenty of people very excited about the win. Let's hear from head coach Aaron Phillips and some of the players.
You know, we knew it was going to be the two best teams. You know, as you navigate the season, you kind of see who the best teams are. We kind of had FPD circled. Their coach told me in our pregame interview that he thought that it was going to be us a long time ago. They're a great team, great staff. Obviously, 2 years in a row being here, they do things the right way. Hats off to them. This group of kids just keep fighting. I mean, things didn't look good for us. We go down 7 right there. We answer the next drive. You know, we had a big stop right here, you know, and only give up 3 points. And we told them, it's okay, 3's not enough. We're going to score. And they did. Defense played lights out, 2 turnovers. I mean, that group doesn't get enough credit either, their defense. I mean, you know, 7 points a game over a 12-game season. It doesn't matter who you play. That's awesome to do that. To cap this thing off back at Paulson with a state championship, 12-0, you know, it's unbelievable. I can't believe it. I can't describe. I'm so happy for our community. It's been 28 years since we won a state title. We get to bring the gold back to West Side Road, and we're thrilled.
It's awesome. I mean, everybody doubted us this season. And when we lost a bunch of seniors last year, we got a bunch this year, but we're ready to play.
0-0 at the half. You guys had chances to score. They come out and score in the second half, but you guys answered. How are you feeling about the first and second half?
It was awesome. I mean, we just came in fault, and we did it every single drive, and we came out on top. It's just unreal. I mean, I give all the credit to the coaches that came here in 2022. You know, when I was a freshman and sophomore, I just never thought this would ever happen. We were on a downhill of a program, and they came here and changed everything, so I'm just very grateful.
The game-sealing interception, tell me a little bit about that play, and how'd you feel?
I just saw the ball sailing. I just went in and grabbed it, and I mean, there's no better feeling than this.
It feels great. I'm so blessed to have the team that I played with. It doesn't feel real. I'm so happy.
Big interception there. What were your thoughts about that? Tell me about that play.
It didn't seem real, you know, just had to go do my job, and I'm glad I was able to make the play I did.
It's pretty emotional for you, considering everything you've been through this.
Yes, sir. I mean, losing my dad back in my sophomore year, just being able to come back and play the sport I love, it's been everything I've ever wanted.
I'm speechless. It's been a long time coming. We worked so hard for it, man. Just to be state champions, it feels amazing.
Tell me about that drive and the touchdown.
That drive, I saw a hole. I creeped through the hole. It was green grass from there. A few plays later, I got in the end zone. The momentum changed. It was amazing. I knew we had it in the bag.
Tell me about these seniors.
Oh, yeah, one. Man, we're state champions. They're great. I love my teammates, man. I love these boys. We're state champions.
This is the best player in the GIA right here. The best player
best player in the GIA. We got the ring, baby. Let's go.
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, I've just been dreaming of this day, and for it to finally be fulfilled, it's just awesome.
Defense, you guys really stepped up when you needed to. A pretty good offense that you were playing against.
Yes, sir. I mean, you know, it's all from Parker. I mean, he's our coach out there. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I mean, I don't think any of this could be happening. And we just wanted more.
Senior group, tell me about these guys.
I mean, it's awesome. I grew up playing football with these guys, and I'd do anything to this guy. They could call me at 3 a.m. in 10 years, and I'd go for them. I'd go do anything for them.
It was a blessing. The Lord can't bless me anymore. My dad pushed me since day one, man. He is my best friend, my dad, my awesome buddy. He got me here and kept pushing me to push as hard as I can.
The seniors on this year's team, how special?
I mean, we're a family. I mean, I can't even say anything about it. I'm blessed. We play as a family. We don't play as a team. We're a family. We come out here together. I mean, through the ups and downs, we fight as hard as we can.
No, we tell all our kids, we said it today, we say it every Friday night. The only time you get those feelings under the lights is when you have kids and you get married. You know, these under the light feelings that these high school kids get to feel right now, college doesn't get better than this, the pros doesn't get better than this. This is the best it ever gets. And you can talk to anybody who's played at every level and they'll tell you the same thing. And we tell them don't ever take one for granted. You know, come out here and leave everything they had and you can see, man, these guys are getting after it.
And that'll wrap it up for this week's show. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.